When I think of Mexico, I think of its rich history and culture, as well as its beautiful beaches and cities. But as I look harder, there seems to be another story in motion. In the city of Primo Tapia, a quarter of homes have no access to potable water. In the state of Baja California, 60% of workers in factories are now young women, with a large number being single mothers. With limited options to care for their children while at work, these young mothers are forced to give up their children to orphanages or the street. 51% of these children have only basic reading and writing skills and no hope of any academic future. What continues to make this a nightmare is that this cycle of poverty and desperation has lasted for generations and will continue without our help. A perfect example of this is a lady we met named Viri. After 10 years of marriage, her husband abandoned the family, leaving her unable to feed herself and her 3 daughters. Feeling desperate, Viri had no strength to move on and no hope, to the point where she attempted suicide. As part of the global church, I believe it's our responsibility to help. We need to help both practically and spiritually to provide for these families, not just in our community, but worldwide. We need to bring the good news of Jesus and obey His commandment to help the broken, the hurting, and the hopeless. This is why a number of churches have partnered together to establish a transitional orphanage in Mexico called Casa De Luz. The goal of Casa De Luz is to reverse this cycle and to give moms the ability to hope and dream for their future again. We do this by providing meals, medication, schooling, and a stable environment so their mom has the time and is able to study for a career or find a job so she can provide for her family. In many cases, this means preventing children from being abandoned to full-time orphanages, while for others, this means taking their children back out of orphanage care and moving them back home with their family. Thankfully, in Viri's case, a family member brought her to us at Casa De Luz, and her life has been forever changed. Through meeting with her, we identified her dreams and goals and developed a 2-year plan for her. We now provide for her 2-year-old daughter while her 2 other daughters attend school. Viri is now able to continue her education and is training to be a hairstylist with hopes of opening her own business. She also attends our morning discipleship sessions, where she has learned to see her situation through Jesus' eyes. Through the help of Casa De Luz, Viri's daughters have their mom back. One day we see Casa De Luz as being a community support center, a food bank, and hosting a breakfast program for the poor. We also have dreams of Casa De Luz establishing a microloan program so single moms can start their own business, and in time, actually housing these families who are in desperate situations or living on the street. But all of this would not be possible without the help from people like you. We need you to catch the heart of Casa De Luz and partner with us so we can continue to change the lives of these families. Let's make the promise of Jeremiah 29:11 come alive to these single mothers by giving them a hope and a future. So if you would like to partner with us by giving financially through a one-time donation or monthly through our child sponsorship program, it's as easy as contacting Casa De Luz at the following information. If you want to invest further and experience Casa De Luz firsthand through one of our many missions trips, you can also contact, and we'd be happy to help you see your dreams being realized firsthand. Thank you so much for investing into the least of these, and we look forward to seeing what God does here in the lives of these moms and these children.